Welcome back to another episode of Bantu Book Review. It's your girl, Be Serene, and this week I read a story that is part of a larger collection of stories. The larger collection is called Mothership, Tales from Afrofuturism and Beyond. There are a whole bunch of really good, really juicy, really weird and quirky stories in here. The one that I read from this week is called Live and Let Live by Linda D. Addison. This week, I shared the story that I read with a couple of friends, and we had an organic, confusing conversation about aliens, everything else under the sun. We'll get into that combo real soon, but first, I want to shout out the editors of this story and open up this episode with an introductory quote from one of the editors. When we look up at the night sky, space is black as far as the eye can see. Yet, when we read novels about it or watch something on TV or in the movie theater, it is white beyond all comprehension. I just want to shout out the editors again, Bill Campbell and Edward Austin Hall, because they saw a need in the community in this particular genre, and they filled that void. So shout out to them. Shout out to all of the individuals who contributed and participated in the 30-day crowdfunding campaign to make this collection happen and provided some level of support to bring the Mothership campaign to life. Like, comment, subscribe to the podcast as well as the YouTube channel, and check out the video that accompanies this particular episode. I'll have the link in the description box. Tweet me at Bantu Book Review with your thoughts, your commentary, all that, and enjoy the episode. Okay. What you calling yourself today?
I'm always Jack Colbert.
Okay, we have Jack Colbert. Be Serene here. Bantu Book Review. Is there anything you want to say to the people?
Why do you got this on the couch? Is the print of the couch really that ugly
Yes.
for you to put? And you think this is better?
I do. You want to take it off?
That's the Rastafari cup.
Would you like to take it off?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Well, Sourpuss here.
Don't start with the negativity. All positivity.
Okay. You're a bit of a Debbie Downer right now. The look on your face. I thought you would come alive on the camera, like the true Leo that you are.
I am coming alive.
Thought you were gonna shine. You seem real blah right now.
Can you do your part? Jesus. When we be yo, what's up? Yeah. I'm cool.
Okay. We got some red wine. I'm gonna take a few sips because
Right, she the only one who ain't joined the party yet. I joined the party.
anyways, I read a really good short story. Super short. And I wanted Jack Colbert to read and react with me. So we'll read it together. It's called Live and Let Live by Linda D. Addison. Do you want to read it or you want me to read it?
You can read it. You got the reading voice.
You think so? Okay. Everybody knew those twin girls raised themselves because their mother was touched in the head. In the end, folks from the neighborhood weren't surprised when the aliens landed on their roof. I've never seen them together up close, only from a distance. As soon as I got closer, there was only one, like the other had become a shadow. Fact is, folks wondered if they were twins, except for seeing one walk away, then the other walk by dressed differently. Whenever they were near, I felt so relaxed I wanted to go to sleep. They had the same effect on most people. There was talk among the older folks of magic. Those girls never done anything to hurt anyone, other than that unnatural common effect when they were near. The twins didn't talk much. They always smiled at me, though. Had the prettiest smiles, skin brown as dark coffee. I can't remember anything.
Yeah. You want some of this good old,
No.
Okay.
Jay, do you want to hear a story?
Hell no.
We're having a read and react. Come on, come join us on the reading couch.
I don't know, man.
Come
move
on.
the bag and come sit
I'm
down.
not finna read, but I don't feel like this is gonna read. I'm finna get hot.
Listen,
Man, okay,
it's
look,
one page.
It's one page, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, come sit down.
That's hard to me like that.
We on the camera, man. Come on. Come cop a squat, man.
We got
Come
wine
on, man.
for you.
Not a fit.
We got wine for you. Okay, fine. He'll just be here for questions.
What?
I said you would just. Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Join us. Huh?
Cop a squat.
Damn. So should I start over?
No. Yeah.
This
Start
record?
over. Sit down.
Yes.
Fuck. Relax.
So,
Okay.
so
What you
this
calling
is-
yourself today?
This is let him introduce
You can't have
himself.
shit on here like this.
What?
Somebody gonna watch this?
Yes.
You need to start over.
Why?
Look how you look. Look how you look.
We all
That's the
look.
point
We
of
look
it.
comfortable.
That's the point.
Okay. What you want to call yourself, ladies' man? What you want to call yourself? Since you worried about how you look for the ladies. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sit back and read the book.
Wow. But he has to introduce himself.
See how you talk to this woman?
Ridiculous. What do you want to call yourself?
I'm Jay. Freaky Jay.
It's not that kind of party or story.
Okay.
That's
I'm
a
Jay.
creep wave.
I'm Jay.
Don't do that no more.
Alright, you for real?
Okay. Huh? Am I for real?
Now,
Fruit?
come on, babe. Read it.
You know, let me take some more sips.
Just read the story. Put the pen to the pad.
This story is called Live and Let Live by Linda D. Addison.
Linda D. Addison.
Yes, this is a larger collection of stories called Mothership, Tales from Afrofuturism and Beyond. Everybody knew those twin girls raised themselves because their mother was touched in the head. In the end, folks from the neighborhood weren't surprised when the aliens landed on their roof. I've never seen them together up close, only from a distance. Soon as I got closer, there was only one, like the other had become a shadow. Fact is, folks wondered if they were twins, except for seeing one walk away, then the other walk by dressed differently. Whenever they were near, I felt so relaxed I wanted to go to sleep. They had the same effect on most people. There was talk among the older folks of magic. Those girls never done anything to hurt anyone, other than that unnatural calming effect when they were near. The twins didn't talk much. They always smiled at me, though, had the prettiest smiles, skin brown as dark coffee. I can't remember anything important we talked about. Must have been how's the weather, stuff like that. Nobody ever saw them go to school. I'm guessing they were homeschooled because they seemed polite and intelligent. Groceries were delivered every Monday. We'd only see their mom peeking out the curtains of the house every now and then. It's a mystery how that girl got pregnant in the first place, since nobody ever went in the house. I know you reporters.
How did that come up? Anywhere? Where did that come from?
I mean, it's just a part of the
Oh,
story.
okay, go ahead.
I know you reporters can't imagine a whole neighborhood not causing a ruckus about them, but we're mostly live and let live here. Of course, now that the spaceship is on their roof, the government has the whole block surrounded by all kinds of weapons. Scientists are trying to see what's happening in the house, but they can't because there's a force field around it in the spaceship. The only reason I'm here talking to you is they tested my DNA to prove I was human. I think any alien smart enough to figure out how to get to Earth could fake any test, but it's just like the government to think they're smarter. I can't tell you if those girls are human or not. I can say they never did anything to hurt anybody. Maybe they're from another planet, or maybe their daddy was and they wanted to see how we do things here on Earth. Can't see how that's anything to be afraid of. But you reporters like to get everyone excited and scared. Maybe if they were left alone, they'd come out and talk to you. Well, that's all I've got to say. You all look kind of sleepy. Why don't you close your eyes and take a little nap? You'll feel much better when you wake up. Gut reactions to this story.
So you gonna read reactions to it?
No. What are your reactions to it?
I'm not exactly sure what just happened.
I'm a little puzzled. Because I didn't know
one of the
two people
twins
and the mother.
If one of the twins got pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't both of them get pregnant?
How did either one of them get pregnant when no one is the house? So therefore, when did the twins leave the house and where were they going?
Is the mother really the father?
No. Is when did they leave when they left the house that the mother couldn't go nowhere? But that mother never left the house.
Get that pasa.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's for us to figure out.
But the narrator also seemed like they may be an alien because they said you want to go to sleep and when you wake up you'll feel better.
Right, at the end.
So maybe are you just in hypnosis?
Yeah.
Hold on, you want to go to sleep, but when you wake up you'll feel better.
Yeah, maybe you should take
Oh,
a nap.
That's what she said at the end.
You're already on.
You're already in hypnosis stage.
No, you already on the spaceship, and it's an alien already giving you a story, and they was like, they just patting your head like, oh yeah, just go to sleep, you'll be better when you wake up. It's one of those Shutter Island type of things.
Like you already in it, you just don't know it.
Yeah,
You just don't know it until you wake up. So maybe you'll feel better because you think you was in it, but you're not in it. But then you still don't know that you might not be in it, or you're still in it, or out of it because you're up.
Baby, no, you know what this made me think about though? So these are all stories written by black people.
But it's saying beyond, so it made me think that beyond is just the imagination.
Right, definitely. But since it's by a black person, I'm like, this is different from like those stories where the aliens are always the invaders, messing shit up. Like they are just chilling on their own. They not bothering nobody. And they kind of in the hood a little bit. Like they in a black community.
how you know they was in the hood?
Because of the way the narrator talks. She's like, they ain't never bothered nobody. Why y'all over here bothering them twin girls? One of them got knocked up. That's the most that ever happened around.
Well, since the title of the book is called Mothership, maybe the ship is just motherhood in general.
Well, the title of the book is it's a collection of books. So each
Maybe
story is
they
separate.
Mexicans because they're talking about aliens.
You think the narrator's a Mexican?
Or the people might be Mexican.
I think a narrator is
The
one of the
community.
person of the story.
Yeah. Because they talking like aliens, but you never know.
What made you say Mexican though?
Because they are usually referred to as aliens.
Like immigrants?
Where?
Okay. Yeah, they are. But these are real aliens.
Aliens?
Yeah.
You talking about the you know what alien means as far as the government?
Yeah.
It's an acronym.
Is
For
it?
what?
Look it up.
How you gonna say
I don't know exactly.
acronym?
I don't
but
think it's an acronym.
Yes, it is. It's
Who
an
got a
acronym.
phone?
It's actually just called acronym.
Who
You're
got a
thinking of
phone?
Extraterrestrial.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you're thinking of?
No. Alien. A-L-I-E-N, right?
Yeah, because I want to know this. I
Yes.
E.T.
The acronym.
I was thinking that the community is black because the reporter, black people mind their business. You don't mess with me, I'm not going to mess with you.
Sorry. Acronym.
Huh? Is it?
How you spell it?
A-L-I-E-N.
Acronym.
Oh, acronym?
What is the acronym for
AC.
alien?
But he got to spell acronym first. A-C-A.
Acrobat and spell NIM N-Y-M. What is wrong with you all? Acronym.
C-R-O-N-Y-M.
Acronym. What is wrong? There you go.
It was autofill. He didn't spell it. It was the autofill.
I did spell it.
He
N-Y.
said acrobat.
Acrobat.
And N-Y-M. How old are you?
Right.
80?
Stupid.
But I'm saying, that's how you gotta...
Fuck.
Wow, y'all didn't learn
Wasn't
through
that,
syllables.
was that in Friday when he told...
Shut up.
What'd he say? Facetious?
Audacious.
F-O. Facetious. He said some shit.
Facetious. I don't know.
These aliens, either the aliens are black or they live around black people. Because everybody minding their
Association,
business.
something, da 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 da.
Association.
That
Man,
is not the right alien.
Come on, man.
Can you put your belly away?
All right, nobody can see
Damn.
that. All right, so you gotta make it.
Fuck you. Oh, excuse me. It's the
Ain't nothing in there. You ain't even getting no
we
more.
drinking Martell.
Did you get some more?
Don't worry about what I got. You drinking wine.
No, if you got some more, it's
You
time to
drinking
put
wine.
something
You
in
holding
there.
that too close. Left for hostage. Why you holding the neck like that?
Right. Getting choked out.
Right. And you hold glasses at the top. Your shit won't get warm at the bottom.
Nigga, I don't have
Watch
a
some
fucking
language.
flute.
You're too light skinned to be calling me that.
Wow.
I like the way it rolls.
Listen,
off my
y'all are
tongue.
distracted.
That was their finger.
Nigga.
I had some questions I want to ask y'all too.
Nigga, I work with fucking machines all day.
Okay, so
Fuck
you want to eat the machine now? And your ear dirty.
Alright.
It is. That ear filthy.
God damn, man. You know we recording.
Brittany, look at his ear.
You know we recording.
No digging there.
Damn.
Okay. Stop. He don't never let me clean it.
Give me that towel.
Bro.
That's just all that old school. That's like a 60-year-old ear coming out.
Definitely. Now we know your age.
Those satellites is dirty.
Okay.
That's for hearing all that bullshit.
Let's go with the aliens landed in our hood.
Now I'm
They
dirty
landed
your
here.
time. Damn, man.
You filthy animal.
How would the black people you know respond to aliens?
What's up, my nigga?
Right. Oh, you guys
I know y'all ain't
man
looking
weed.
for us because we don't do shit. We don't do nothing to fuck with y'all. They don't like us neither, so what's up?
Finally, thank
Give
you.
us
Can
some
you
little
take us
dabbles.
home?
Give us...
Okay.
He's
so
not
my next
black.
question was going to
So,
be whether
I
you
think
know any
aliens are
aliens.
black. What are you talking about?
He really identifies with space and
How
aliens.
did you just say an alien is any type of culture, bro, besides an alien?
No.
I think black people.
There's no such thing as an alien. That's just that
What?
in the bud.
You don't think
Alright.
so?
No. Listen. There's no such thing as one alien, right?
I know it's not
There
such
are
thing as
other
life forms out there. Understood.
exactly, but
What
they're
I'm
not called aliens.
What I'm okay.
Yeah,
they
wouldn't
have
call
names,
themselves aliens.
but they are extraterrestrial beings, not of this planet.
How do you this planet, this lifetime, this generation, and none of that? Because it's all going into different lifetimes, it's all different little times, all different galaxies, right? As far as we know, we only know Saturn, Neptune, Mars, Moon, shit like that,
Okay.
right?
First of all,
Right?
look,
Oh, and let y'all know, they been fucking with the weather.
The aliens?
No, the government, the Rothschilds, the I've been reading up on it.
that's what I'm
The
talking
key-
about.
Oh
You
my
getting on
God.
this
Listen, no,
You
This
see?
conspiracy
No,
shit.
Brittany,
Yeah.
they showing it. It's been proven.
Yeah, our
key
fans
to
watching
total
this.
control and power is called weather.
Who told you? What's your source?
Is it immunization
Cite your source.
or something like that?
Immunization totally different.
I forgot what it's called, but it's something
Harper?
they definitely are trying to control
Harper?
the shit, the weather, and that's
Harper.
what is causing on out there.
Who they?
in
So they
California.
are the wild.
They trying to
Harper.
break California off the map.
Why?
Harper.
What would be the purpose of that?
There's no purpose of breaking California off.
The resources is burnt up.
But what is the purpose of breaking California off?
It's just that
That is a money-making-
It's not. It's
What?
really not.
California makes money.
It's really
What
not.
are you
It's just
talking
whether
about?
it's just the weather is great.
If
the
I
rich
was
live
the
there.
Rothschilds, let's say they
If
exist.
Chicago had the same
You know
weather
what
as
state I
LA,
would get rid of?
First of all, I'm gonna
Texas.
tell you why
Florida.
California is not going to get
if
broken
Chicago
off.
had the real
Mississippi.
weather as LA, bro, everybody would want to stay here.
I'm going to
Alabama.
tell you. I'm going to tell you why California is not
Maine.
going to get broken
Who
off.
needs Vermont?
It's
because-
already starting to, bro. It's getting dried
Cali
out.
ain't never did
That's
nothing
why
to nobody.
they deprived,
Especially
you know
the
that?
Bay Area.
They
Ain't nothing but
deprived.
hippies and gangsters there.
They have been controlling the weather so long that they have got so good at depriving California of water.
They
Yes.
and not the arid climate.
No. There's a machine out here they got that's out here in these various fields that's pumping gas and that's pumping clouds up into the earth.
Pumping.
And the dude was standing there. The reporter was out there showing how the shit pump these big gas in these
First
clouds.
of all, G,
But what do
clouds.
clouds have to do with the wildfires?
Right,
The cloud would be
wildfire.
the rain.
That helps. Clouds help.
They're stopping it because they shooting shit. They shooting this shit called what is it called?
You've been watching too many YouTube channels, my nigga.
No.
You got to do your own.
Where I've been reading on this shit. I've been knowing about the Rothschilds and all this
But
shit. For
the
longest,
Rothschilds
bro.
aren't the one who are doing it.
They are doing it because they're the
No,
one that's
bro.
control it. They control
Bro.
everything, bro.
Bro, no, they are not the sole controllers.
Who are the sole controllers?
It's many people who got the money. It's
How much
it's
are the
like-
Rothschilds worth?
way more than
Family. How much?
I don't know.
$500 trillion that they know about.
Okay,
I need some of that.
How much does the government have?
not enough.
Not enough. How much is America in debt?
7 trillion.
Are you making numbers up?
It's
No, it's like
it's
7
double
trillion.
digits. It's double digits.
$70 trillion dollars. We're in debt.
Economics, money, it's all of
American debt.
abstraction.
Yes, now there you go, babe. There you go.
Y'all are distracted.
How much is America in debt?
I'm talking about aliens right now. We talking about aliens. We ain't talking about a game. We talking about practice.
$21.2 trillion.
Yeah,
Currently, at the end of the year,
and you got a
it'll
family
be up another few.
that you know of at this certain point that is worth 500. That has $500 trillion.
But it's $500 trillion in like property,
assets.
land, resources.
It's not liquid.
Yeah, it's not liquid.
How
cash
long money
or
been
no
printed?
shit.
How long money print?
Money is a thing that you create, that you have said, okay, this is real. They have money in resources.
You know, they have cash.
Cash is not real, bro.
But I'm saying you don't
Resources.
think they have cash.
Listen to what I'm saying.
What does it
Cash
take
has
to own
nothing.
resources.
Not cash. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. What do you buy water, right? In order for you to live. You don't give water for money. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know who own the regulate water?
What?
You know who own the regulate water?
Who?
The Rothschilds.
But what am I saying? It is a resource. They own resources, not cash.
But people exchange cash
You know the
for
real reason to
resources.
go to war?
But cash, before it was cash, it was a bartering system.
You know
Do
who
you
been
understand what I'm
Trade
saying?
good for
You know who been
Yeah,
funding
you
the
trade.
wars? Who been funding the last war since the Jeopardy period?
Yes, my
Rothschild.
nigga. Bro, I'm the one who put you on this
You
shit.
haven't been putting me on this. I've
Bro,
been learning since
I've
high
been a
school,
conspiracy
since our teacher been
theorist
trying to
before.
tell us this shit since high school.
My nigga.
These conspiracy theorists got y'all distracted because we was talking about
Aliens.
You know who was close? That was the latest.
The
last
Rothschilds.
We talking about
no,
aliens,
the
man.
last person that was also finna get exposed to being a elite member
the
of that
Rothschild.
force, of the Rothschilds, was Bill Gates, nigga. That was the last known person. And you know what Bill Gates was on top of touching? Bill Gates had $1 trillion in assets that he was finna cash out on, but the government stripped him under him, saying that he was creating a monopoly effect, and that he was making more money than the government for 2 consecutive years, and they couldn't get an exact amount of his cash flow, so they made him sell off his properties and some of the other shit investments that he had going on. So he said, okay, I have the technology and the science behind this, so I'm gonna fuck you again, America. I'm gonna make every computer and every system that you need to run your logistics and the other stuff and pharmaceutical and your medical shit all ran off Microsoft.
Okay, understood. But it's a bigger plan to all of this, my nigga.
What is the plan?
Nigga, depopulation.
Exactly. They are depopulation. But you know why they also don't want to get money off that? Or they also want to populate? Because the more people you populate, the more people that you can depopulate to make more money. Because it all goes around like this. You're healthy, you get sick, you get a doctor, you need a lawyer, you can send you to jail. Well, it's all those big circle of 360 effect in which they all get a little something off of it.
Yeah, I believe that. But back to the aliens, baby.
Are the Rothschilds aliens?
No.
No, but they come from. If you follow this,
Just like SARS.
this,
Every fucking president has been related. That's just not
Obama too?
That's
Obese?
Obama.
Yeah.
Yes, Obama's related to Bush and everything. Every
Yeah.
president,
Who they daddy?
every
Half
president
white.
has been picked.
Who they daddy?
Every president that has been picked is not elected. It's not your vote that
it's
counts.
not
has been picked.
It's no coincidence. Meghan Markle is half white, right?
There's never been
So
such
you
thing
think
as a
if
true black
Obama was
president.
not half white, he would never have a
If
shot?
Obama was never related
What about his
to
wife?
any other president, he was not having. He
She
would not
doesn't
be a
matter.
appointed president.
She doesn't matter.
That she doesn't matter. It was who became president.
Michelle Obama's nobody's pawn.
And also,
That babe, she's
Let me tell you
nobody's
something you deal
pawn,
with
but
this.
she's not the one who became president. Think about that. She could be the wife. You could take the wife of.
She's
of-
not just his little wife.
Oh my God! This is not about
Who you
black.
talking about?
About just being. Okay.
Michelle Obama.
huh?
Back to the aliens, babe.
You really believe this?
Believe what? They literally are genetically related.
How?
Who are you talking about?
What is your source?
All the presidents.
All the presidents are picked. They not.
So the whole
Why you
election thing is a performance?
Why do you
They
think
are
Trump
all-
always said that he'll run for
It was
president?
only
He'd
two
be this,
presidents out of all of them that were not related.
How you know?
Because it's on the genealogy thing. Like they show it. If you
The
look on the
23andMe?
internet.
They
What?
published the results.
On what?
Of their 23andMe, the Ancestry.com. Like, how do y'all know this is factual?
Because you just read and look shit up.
So who were the two presidents who were not kin?
Listen, it's facts. Genealogists have determined that the FDR was distinctly related to a total of 11 U.S. presidents, 5 by blood and 6 by marriage. Theodore Roosevelt, John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Ulysses, what's his name? Grant, William Henry Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, James Madison, William Taft, Zachary Taylor, Martin Van Buren, and George Washington. Now, yes, every president is related except for one.
See,
and it is not who most people guess. How the work of a 12-year-old girl is to uncover a historical odyssey that started with. Sorry, still reading.
Is the relation always biological, like through blood?
Through blood,
or
sometimes
connection?
No, it's through blood. You gotta get on your conspiracy theory shit, baby.
Do I?
See?
I'm not woke.
You're not.
I'm asleep.
You sleep.
I'm a sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in line.
Damn. Just on the chopping block.
You ain't on the chopping block yet. It's still time for you to wake up. Tell me. Shit gonna get real.
When? How will you know when shit gets real? Does an alien
Shit has
spaceship
already
have to
got
land
real.
But how do you know when time's up and you either in the woke or broke category?
Really, we are already in the broke category. You're just people who are waking up now to this shit and who decided, like, people who gone off the grid and they living in the forest and woods and shit, those are people who you gotta really be cool with. Because when shit get to popping off and they start turning these cities inside out, they start mandating martial law in a lot of these places.
Martial law is already in effect, though.
No, but I mean martial law.
Really
when you can't buy, sell,
like
extreme shit, you can't move without guards being on your ass, like literal Holocaust type shit. Like you gotta walk, you will have a number, you're not gonna be a name anymore, like real shit like that. Like 1984 is a real shit. I read the beginning chapter of that shit. And that shit
by
told
the beginning
you,
chapter, he means 2 pages.
No, I read more than that. But almost to the end of that first chapter. And that shit already was letting you know what's going on.
Okay, here's my question. I do see things escalating to become more serious.
What's up, big brother? We ain't with your shit.
But how is knowledge enough? That's not enough. The fact that you know, if you're not preparing yourself and doing anything with the knowledge. It's not enough to be like, oh, I'm aware that this is going on. What are you doing about it?
You have to have action behind your knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. But what is the action that needs to be taken with this information?
It depends on you. What do you want to do? Are you
I'm asking
the type to
personally, based on what you know, what do you feel like you need to be doing?
I got laughed at years ago when we was all sitting around smoking, and I was talking about I'm gonna move to the mountains and all of that, and people thought that shit was joke. The Bible even tells you that in the end times you need to move to the mountains for protection.
I mean, we definitely can't trust everything in the Bible.
You can't trust everything, but some things give you truth, or they give you a hint to what you need to be doing towards the end times. Move towards the mountains. You will be protected. Like, why are you going to stay in the cities where they will lock your ass up, they will kill you, everything can happen? Move and learn how to fend for yourself. Depend on your own. Be independent. All of that shit. People don't be doing that. They don't figure that shit out. We steadily eating. You know that you will get taxed or fined for collecting rainwater?
Really?
Look that shit up.
Oh yeah. They'll tax you for it. Something that actually comes from the natural resources. You can't put a generator on a pond and generate your own natural resource for water without them taxing and regulating on it, because the land and the resources now by Earth are controlled by the government, which now they want they hand out for it, receiving money from it, because they figure they own it. Because you know
Like,
why? Because they deem the
like
land
how the fuck you
ownable.
can't collect dew off something that's naturally formed? You can't collect dew. The shit that forms on plants in the morning time and all that shit. You can't collect dew in order to drink water or to hold it and keep it and purify it. They will tax you for that shit. You can't grow you if you wanted to start a garden in your backyard and you get like too big and you start like feeding yourself and all that shit, like you just become big enough, they have to tax you on that. How do you tax me for being able to take care of myself?
Self-sufficiency is against the law.
If you learn how to create a generator and a transformer and all of that shit outside and not have to do any of this, like have to run it, you create that shit on your own. And this is very possible because I did this shit in electrical engineering, and it's possible to create your own generator, and free energy. It's possible. They ain't gonna do that because you know why? You have to pay for all of this shit. You know why fossil fuels are still busting right now? Because you got to pay for that shit. We would have free energy right now if motherfuckers would have ran with Tesla's ideas on free energy. Yo, you got to read up on this shit, babe. The information is out there for a nigga, man. You got to do it. You got to read this shit.
My brain hurts.
Like this whole money system shit. Oh my god, if that ain't the biggest scam. Who came up with paper? Paper.
A group of people who didn't have the real resources. They didn't have the tangible resources, so they had to get you to buy
it. It was a motherfucker on
it's
CNN.
It's supposed to be illegal to actually bottle water and sell it. That's a natural resource.
It was a nigga on CNN who was telling people, who came at the whole banking system about how can you tax somebody on something that you don't have. Like, you can loan out something. You give a loan out on money that's not even in the bank, but you're collecting interest that you don't have on.
No, what the real bank is doing is taking your hard-earned money, they're making money off it.
Yeah. Right, making money
your shit back with nothing on it.
Nothing on it. And tax you on nothing.
They're taxing you for keeping it there somewhere.
Yo.
Monthly.
Man.
You know the whole bailout banks was a whole bunch of bullshit? Because you know why they actually bailed out the banks? Because if we had bailed out the banks, we would have went to war. Which means our deficit would have hit rock bottom.
We wouldn't have went to war.
And everybody wanted to collect.
We wouldn't have went to war. The Chinese yen would have been over ours. And they would have came to collect.
War.
Okay, well, yeah.
Because now we would have been trying to knock China's head off because we're not going to pay y'all.
Because you know how much debt we are within China.
That's why China
and
never want to
Japan.
start shit. Because they know they have fucked themselves so much. They just like, well.
The reason why Qaddafi died.
Who?
Like Qaddafi. Because he said, no, I'm not with this central banking shit.
You know the only reason why America.
I'm going to back my resource. The money that we have within my country on the resources that we have. So everybody outside of this motherfucker, if you want to buy this, that, and the third, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to put up a resource that we can use as a bartering system, like I was talking about, and you're going to get so much of what we think that you are owed with this from this resource that we have here,
but
whether it be gold.
America is what it is because they invested in weaponry and security of the land, quote unquote America, right?
That shit is cool.
Because once you establish fear, you gain control. And once you establish a good source of income, you gain power. So with those things is once you establish control and power, you can run everything else. Because you got to put fear in someone else. The what if can happen, right?
Oh,
That exactly what has happened. And strategic locations. What America has did was they strategically placed themselves all around the world. Was that we're always looking at you, but you can't look at us or go past this certain point because we got here first. That's why they're never ever gonna move those Navy ships from certain posts and shit around the world. You ever watch a commercial about joining the Navy? And then at the end you see all them little 999s pop up? You know that's real? Those are real ships that are placed strategically across the world. They're not never gonna go nowhere, they're not ever gonna move anywhere, they're gonna have to stay there. And the minute they do is when the minute America is gone. Because they figure as soon as you send something up in the air, we got people everywhere, all over the world, we can just shoot the shit down. Whether it be as soon as it come out from over your country, we shoot it down, or as soon as it hit the water, we shoot it down. But it's not ever going to get over here to America. And if you want, we just send some shit at you, because you should never act like you was going to do it.
My burrito sounds real good right about now.
Fuck your burrito.
Okay, I guess this wraps it up.
Does it?
Unless y'all have final parting words on aliens.
Aliens are not real. This is your made up ass fiction. Let me
How is it that aliens are not real, but the Rothschilds and all this other nonsense y'all done talk is real?
And I'm gonna
Am
be
I
mad.
really gonna get abducted?
You gonna get abducted?
Am I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you one of those people?
Do you think you know?
You gonna send a kite up there?
I believe that aliens walk among us, and I have a few suspects.
No, you
Answer
dealing
my
with
question,
niggas.
I'm not trying to out you, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you're an alien.
You can change your character too many times.
Character.
Your character.
Yeah, you be getting out of characters, and you be forgetting that. You be forgetting to put on the mask. He's a hostile alien. He wouldn't be a live and let live alien.
That's why they send
They'd be like, that nigga across the
He
street
eat too much. Really ate their ass out of lard.
bugged out. He eats everything.
That nigga discovered Chick-fil-A.
You know, it's always the aliens that put off to the other people that they're not aliens. You probably the real alien. Look, send me up there. Put me on the spaceship. Damn, I'd be cool. I would chill out.
I don't believe it.
They're the real alien.
I think they sent you here because
Yes.
you was acting out already. I don't drink hard liquor anymore.
Okay. Cartel guys.
All right, can you just pour up that?
Nah, you pour your own truck.
Nah, I pour my own truck.
You an alien?
Definitely an alien.
All right, pour your own.
We out of here.